The mystery of the girl in the photo. Chapter 1. The old photograph. In a small town called Willow Creek, there lived a man named Jack. Jack was in his 30s. He had messy hair and wore glasses. Jack loved stories very much. His favorite place was the town library. The library was old and filled with many books, some dusty and forgotten. Jack liked to explore every corner. One rainy day, Jack went to the attic of his house. There, he found an old wooden chest. Curious, he opened it. Inside, he found many forgotten things, a faded map, an old compass, and a dusty photograph. The photograph showed a beautiful girl. She had long brown hair and bright blue eyes. She wore a light blue dress and stood in a lovely garden full of flowers. Jack felt something special when he saw her. Who was she? What was her story? Jack wanted to find out. He took the photograph home. That night, he put it on his desk. He stared at it for a long time, imagining the girl's life. As he fell asleep, her image stayed in his dreams, making him curious. Chapter 2. The search begins. The next morning, Jack woke up excited. He wanted to be a detective and find out about the girl in the photo. He made a plan to visit the town hall and ask if anyone knew her. As he walked through the town, he saw the charming buildings and friendly faces. When he arrived at the town hall, he talked to Mrs. Thompson, the receptionist. She was a kind woman with curly hair.
Excuse me, do you recognize this girl?
Jack asked, showing her the photo. Mrs. Thompson looked closely at the picture.
She looks familiar. Let me see if anyone knows her.
A few minutes later, an old man named Mr. Green came over. He wore a worn-out hat and had a friendly smile.
I remember her. Her name is Lily. She lived here many years ago,
he said. Jack's heart raced.
Do you know where I can find her?
He asked eagerly. Mr. Green shook his head slowly.
Lily disappeared a long time ago. No one knows where she went. She was a mystery.
Jack felt sad but also determined. He couldn't let Lily's story disappear. He decided to visit the local museum to see if they had more information about her. Chapter 3. The Museum and the Clue. The museum was filled with old artifacts and pictures of the town's history. When Jack walked in, he felt like he had stepped back in time. He met a woman named Sarah, who worked there. She was young and loved telling stories.
Hi, I'm looking for information about a girl named Lily. I have this photograph.
Jack said, giving her the picture.
Oh, I know her. There are some old letters in the museum about her family. Let me help you find them,
Sarah exclaimed. Together, they searched through dusty boxes and old files. After a while, they found letters written by Lily's mother. The letters talked about Lily's adventures and the love she had for her family. One letter caught Jack's attention. It mentioned a secret garden where Lily played.
Where is this garden?
Jack asked.
I believe it is near the old oak tree in the park. Let's go check it out,
Sarah said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Chapter 4. The Secret Garden. Jack and Sarah hurried to the park. The sun was shining, and the birds were singing. When they arrived, they saw a big old oak tree. Its branches spread wide, providing shade.
Do you see those bushes?
Sarah pointed.
They look like they could be hiding something.
Jack felt excited and a little nervous. They pushed through the thick bushes and found a small, rusty gate covered in vines. With a gentle push, the gate creaked open, revealing a hidden garden. The garden was beautiful. Flowers of many colors bloomed everywhere. In the center, there was an old stone bench. Jack felt like he had entered a magical place. As they explored the garden, they found a small, weathered box hidden under leaves. Jack knelt down and brushed the dirt off. It was a treasure chest. They looked at each other with wide eyes.
Should we open it?
Sarah asked, her voice full of excitement.
Yes.
Jack replied, his heart racing. Chapter 5. The Diary. They carefully opened the chest. Inside was an old diary. Jack picked it up with care.
This must be Lily's diary.
He said, his voice soft with wonder. Jack and Sarah sat on the bench and began to read the diary together. Each page was filled with Lily's thoughts and dreams. She wrote about her love for nature and her secret adventures in the garden. One entry stood out.
I found a hidden treasure in the garden. It will change my life forever.
Jack's heart raced. What could the treasure be? As they read, they noticed Lily wrote about strange dreams and feeling watched. Jack felt curious and worried. What had happened to Lily? Suddenly, they heard a noise in the bushes. They both jumped.
What was that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Sarah said. Chapter 6. The Treasure Hunt. Jack and Sarah decided to find the treasure. They followed the clues from Lily's diary. They looked under the old oak tree, behind the pond, and near the colorful flowers. As they searched, they found a path lined with stones and flowers. They felt like explorers on a treasure hunt. Suddenly, they saw a small statue of a girl holding a book.
This must be Lily.
Jack said, looking at the statue. It seemed to smile at them, encouraging them to keep searching.
Look over there.
Sarah said.
Is that a chest hiding under that rose bush?
Jack rushed over and started to dig. His heart pounded with excitement as he uncovered a small, wooden box buried in the soil. He opened it slowly. Inside, they found old coins, a beautiful necklace, and a folded note. Chapter 7. The Connection. As Jack unfolded the note, he recognized Lily's handwriting. The note read, "This treasure is for the one who believes in dreams." Jack felt happy and sad at the same time. He realized that Lily was not just a girl in a photo. She was a person with hopes, just like him. Jack looked at Sarah.
We have to share this. Lily's story needs to be known.
They decided to take the treasure and diary to the library. Jack felt he needed to tell everyone about Lily. He believed her story could inspire others. Chapter 8. Sharing the Story. Jack planned a small event at the library. He invited everyone in town to come and hear Lily's story. When the day arrived, people filled the library. Children laughed and families brought snacks to share. Jack stood at the front, holding the photo of Lily in one hand and the treasure in the other.
Thank you for coming. Today, I want to tell you about a girl named Lily who lived here a long time ago. She had a special place in this town.
As Jack told Lily's story, everyone listened closely. They gasped when he spoke about the hidden garden and smiled at the treasure. The excitement grew in the room, and Jack felt proud. Suddenly, the door swung open, and an elderly lady walked in. Jack felt his heart skip a beat. She had bright blue eyes and long brown hair. Could it be? Chapter 9. The Surprise.
Excuse me, may I join?
The elderly lady asked. Her voice was warm.
Yes, please.
Jack exclaimed.
Who are you?
I'm Lily.
She said softly, smiling.
I came to see what you discovered.
Everyone in the room stared at her in surprise. Jack couldn't believe it.
You're Lily, the girl in the photo?
He asked, his voice shaking.
Yes,
Lily nodded, her eyes shining.
I've been searching for my past, and I didn't know it would lead me here. Thank you for finding my diary and sharing my story.
Jack felt overwhelmed.
How did you disappear?
He asked gently. Lily explained that she had moved away as a child but always remembered the town and the garden.
I never meant to vanish. Life just took me on a different path.
She said, her voice full of memories. Chapter 10. A New Beginning. As the townspeople welcomed Lily with open arms, Jack felt happy. He had helped uncover a story that was not just about a lost girl, but about a community coming together. Together, Jack, Sarah, and Lily decided to restore the garden. They invited everyone in town to help. As they worked together, the garden grew and blossomed. It became a beautiful place filled with laughter and memories. Jack realized the real treasure was not just the coins or the necklace, but the friendships they made. The garden became a symbol of hope, a place where dreams grew and stories were shared.